episode of Brave in Action. I'm your host, Heather Vickery. I am so excited to have everybody here with us today, whether you're joining us over here on Instagram or over here, Facebook and YouTube. Welcome, welcome, welcome. For those of you who do not know me, my name is Heather. I am a success and leadership coach, an author, speaker, podcaster. What I really am, though, is an achiever of unrealistic dreams, and not just my own unrealistic dreams, but yours as well. I believe in the power of creating the most amazing, wonderful futures for ourselves. My job is to help you build a life and a business that you are completely fucking madly in love with. And every Wednesday I come on and I do somewhere between 10 and 20 minutes usually of this live show where I share one way you can put your bravery in action, because we're here to redefine what it means to be brave every day on a consistent basis. So look, we all know what major bravery looks like. You climb mountains, you survive illnesses, you get divorces, all of these kinds of things, right? Coming out is incredibly brave. We all know that. Hi, Chris Davis. I see you here. That was funny that I said that and then I saw your name. But there are so many wonderful, amazing ways that we can step into what I call everyday bravery throughout the day, every day. And that's what we do here each Wednesday live with this Brave in Action weekly live show. And today's topic is flexibility and adaptability. And there's an old saying that says, we teach what we most need to learn. Now, I have been talking about the powers of flexibility and adaptability for years, and somehow these are still lessons that I have to consistently recoach myself on and remind myself of. In fact, it's why I have a whole slew of coaches and mentors that I connect with on a consistent and regular basis, because it's really hard to coach yourself. Even when you can do it like logically, you just know, right? Flexibility and adaptability. And listen, I wrote the book, Fuck Fearless, Making the Brave Leap. I talk about the Brave method. I love systems. I love strategies. I am a type A person across the board. And yet we can have strong boundaries. We should have them. We deserve to have them. Hey, everybody. I see Derek. I don't know who else is here, but hi. Thanks for saying hi. Boundaries are important. Structures are important. I love or batch tasking, setting timers, rewards, so many amazing systems and strategies. And sometimes still those things don't always work. What worked yesterday may not work today. That's okay. What works today may not work tomorrow, and you may have completely different needs. And where is the bravery in this? Well, the bravery is in paying enough attention to yourself, your body, your needs, your family, your clients, your friends, your community, whatever it is, to know when to do it differently than the way you normally do it, right? And sometimes that flexibility and adaptability comes in the form of saying yes to an opportunity that your boundary would normally say no to. So this was an example I gave earlier, which was, I live for my boundaries. I am a big fan of boundaries. I don't work nights. I don't work weekends. My brain is mushy after about 6. If I'm really in the hustle mode, maybe 7 p.m. You can ask Alan Seals, my podcast partner for Was It Chance. He's like a night owl. He works all the time. If he needs something from me and it's after like 7 o'clock at night, I'm like, you'll get it tomorrow, because I'm not going to do a good job. I'm just not there mentally, right? And I know that. And yet in March, when I was presented with an opportunity to be a keynote speaker at a conference, it was still virtual back then, but it was on a Saturday, I said yes, because I wanted to be part of that event. I wanted to speak to that crowd and to share with them and to engage with them. And so I made that conscious decision to put a pin in my boundary for a minute. And then guess what? You can go right back to it later. So sometimes flexibility and adaptability open us up to new opportunities for ourselves. And sometimes they're the polar opposite. So check it out. Here's professional me, right? Best-selling author, host of a 1.5% global podcast, keynote speaker from the stage. And I'm talking to you all live right now in my sweatshirt. It's a pretty great sweatshirt. It says, can you guys read it? I run on feminism, caffeine, and social justice. It's a great sweatshirt. It's not super professional, But guess what? Today is one of those days where I'm giving myself flexibility and adaptability because I don't know why, but this week is hard. This week I'm more tired than I should be. Um, I'm not motivated the way that I would like to be, and I can see it. I can see all the things. I can see where um, I there are holes where I want to push myself, where I want something's on the other side, and I'm just not there to do it. So I have two choices in that situation, right? I can push, and really truly risk complete burnout. Or I can give myself a little love and a little grace and say, how can I get done the things that are the most important to me? And then just sort of love on myself around that and not push myself to the point of exhaustion. So this morning I had a group coaching session with some clients, which I love because being in that space with them, anytime I get to do my work, I am rejuvenated. I am excited. I am inspired. My clients are incredible, incredible people. And it's such an honor to be part of their brave journey with them. And I took a shower, which was huge, right? Because a lot of times when we don't feel great, we kind of don't push ourselves into that space. Ever since I gave birth to my first kid, just finding time to shower in the day gave me a sense of accomplishment. And then I'm here, right? I'm showing up here. But I was like, you know what, Heather? It's okay to have your hair still wet. It's okay to have your sweatshirt on. And it's okay to be really, really honest about the space because I want you all to be honest about it. We must take the time to be honest and acknowledge and admit the things that we're feeling. This is part of the 3 R's, that reassessment, reframing, and resilience that I talk about in Fuck Fearless, right? It is important to be in tune and in touch with yourself enough with your dreams, your goals, your desires, your ambitions, your company, your clients, your colleagues, your family, your friends, your community members. It's important to be aware enough that you know when things are off and you want to change your course midstream. You want to do something different, right? Now we could be talking big picture things. If you are not regularly looking at that big picture vision and goal, and are you working towards it? Are you checking things off the boxes? Are you making the decisions that are going to get you there? Is it still really what you want? You could be pushing hard and hustling for things that you don't really want to be hustling for. We talked about that last week, right? When the hustle starts to hustle you. But also, what about just throughout your day or just throughout your week? When changing course midstream is necessary to get you through a moment or a situation, and being really honest about it and loving yourself through it, practicing self-compassion in that space. And so for me, and it was interesting, I find when these things show up for me, they're showing up for lots of other people. So my clients are experiencing this. How many of you are experiencing something like this where, gosh, you're just tired and draggy and lacking motivation, and you know that there are certain things that you could or should be doing or that you want to be doing and you just can't get there? There's a reason for that. Be honest about it. One of the things I suggested to a client this morning is maybe you need to just really look at the list. Make a list of all of the reasons you might be worn out and tired and a little burnt out. And then be honest, this shit, that's heavy. If my friend came to me with that list, I would say, girl, you need to take a break, take a day off, maybe take a nap, whatever, reassess. It's going to be okay. So can we do those things for ourselves? So when we're talking about changing course midstream, when we're talking about being flexible and adaptable, those can be minute by minute, hour by hour, or they can be super big picture, right? Somebody doesn't show up to a meeting or a call, and that's annoying, and I know it, and we work really hard and our time is valuable. You can be pissed, or you can go, well, what am I going to do with this time? I think it was last week, I was supposed to be a guest on a podcast. I'm very excited to be a guest on this podcast. Right before I went to go live with the host, I got a call from our vet that there was something I needed to take care of with our puppy. And I got on the call and I said, look, I can do this call, but it has to be short. I'm really sorry, or we can reschedule. And he was gracious and kind and said, absolutely, go take care of what you need to take care of. We can reschedule. But he and I had been chatting about a book project that he's been working on. And I said, what's fascinating to me is now the universe has given you an unexpected 45 minutes. You thought you were going to be spending that 45 minutes with me doing a podcast interview. Now you have 45 minutes. How do you want to use that time? What thing have you been putting off that you can push yourself into in these 45 minutes and just give yourself a time limit and try to do the hard thing? And he loved that idea, and he did some really cool work then, and it was incredible. So when you want to be flexible and adaptable in the moment or during the day, look at what your non-negotiables are, what you really want to make happen in that time and space, and then commit to that and give yourself a lot of grace and space outside of that. That is the best we can do, folks. Pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing is not going to be what gets you there. It's not. We want to be honest about the things that we think and we feel. Feelings and emotions, they're just things, and welcoming them without judgment is the best gift you can give yourself. And then also saying, why am I feeling this? What's going on with me? Why am I feeling this? What could I change, start doing, stop doing that would make this situation better? Or maybe this is just the season and the space that I'm in, and maybe that's just going to have to be okay. I would love to hear from all of you. What do you do when you realize you need to change course midstream? Do you push, bang your head against the wall? Do you reassess? Do you give yourself grace? Do you call the day off? What do you do? I would love to know that. And also, for those of you who are in the service industry, coaching, consulting, not, I come from a wedding background, so not like that type of service industry, coaching, consulting, strategist, where your job, your role, your purpose is to help other people thrive at the highest possible level, whether that be in their personal life, their professional life, or whatever. How do you find your people? How do you connect? How do you network? How do you troubleshoot, problem solve? Who do you go to when you needed an honest answer, bounce ideas off people, cheerleader, support, accountability, all of that? Because I want to pull all of you folks together and help you with this. It's what my new membership community, the Brave Circle, is all about. And I'm going to do a open forum mastermind, get a bunch of you all together, and we're going to start talking about this and problem solving. So if you're curious and you're interested in being part of the mastermind conversation, it's going to be open to anybody who wants it, and starting this dialogue. I would love to hear from you. Just comment. You can DM me in any of the places and we can chat. I see somebody says that I like to reassess and simplify, right? When you need to change course, you reassess and simplify. It's absolutely game changing. All right, you all, I am going to do like I have been doing the last bit. I'm going to pull a Create Brave card, but first let's see what this friend says. I've been stressed all year. About a week and a half ago, I had to tell my manager that I need to go part-time. I was excited to do that because I needed put more effort into my company and into my family, and not get burnt out with a company that I'm really not feeling. It doesn't say who that is, but is that by chance you, Rebecca? Did Rebecca say that? Or was it you, Derek? I'm really a statistic. I'm not sure who said that, but that could have been my friend Rebecca. And maybe it was Derek, but whoever did that, I love that. It is Derek. Hi, Derek. Congratulations. Good for you. It's really important to recognize that and put your best foot forward in and go for it, because you're talented and you're skilled and you can do whatever you want. This new term I've been calling myself, and I love it so much. And I want anyone to take it. Anyone who wants it, take it. I am an achiever of unrealistic goals, achiever of unrealistic dreams. Hey, Rebecca. I'm glad you're here. That's so funny. You could have heard yourself in that, right? I was like, did she really do it? That's really funny. Achiever of unrealistic dreams. If you can dream it, you can build it. Let's just figure out how. We just need to figure out how, right? So I'm going to pull a Create Brave card. I haven't pulled one for myself yet this week. The card is for me. The card is for you. We're going to think about how it feels, what it looks like. These are manifestation cards. So My friend Rachel Swanson and I created them. She's a creativity coach, and I'm the Brave Method coach. And they're 48 cards. We picked that number very thoughtfully and intentionally. They're all different. They all have a focus word and an affirmation. And then it comes with a booklet that has coaching guidance. And then a create brave prompt, and then you can go and do right away. If you are digging these and you like them, you can get a set. If you didn't, we did a Kickstarter. So many of you supported the Kickstarter, of which I will forever be eternally grateful. If you did not do the Kickstarter, go to vickeryandco.com/social. You can find the links and you can get your own deck, which you will love. You will love them. They are so beautiful. So I don't know. I just pull a card until the right one speaks to me. And I think we're getting close because I can kind of feel it. The deck is starting to warm up. Is that weird? Is that a weird thing? Do you guys do that? Anybody play with decks? Affirmation. Oh, this is the one. She stayed in my hand. You all. Can you see this? Fail. What a card for today, huh? Because I did a TikTok this morning. Who follows me on TikTok? If not, come hang out with me over there. I'm at Brave Heather on TikTok. In my robe, real raw, honest life. In fact, it concerned my mother. She called me that said, there's not enough coffee in the day to get through this day where I'm going to continue to avoid all the things that I most need to do and then feel really guilty about it later. Because look, everybody feels that way sometimes. Even your coach, even Heather, even I feel that way sometimes. And also I still am getting things done. I'm just changing course midstream, right? I'm just adjusting and being flexible with it. But I would be lying if I didn't say to you that it sometimes feels like a failure, even though I know the language. It's true. There is no such thing as failure. There are only learning opportunities. That's true, right? There is a beautiful lesson in all experiences. Every failure is a chance to begin again. I'm going to show everybody this card up close. Rachel did all of the artwork on these cards, and they are gorgeous. I think it was Rebecca that said, I love the Create Brave card deck. It's so great to get your thoughts going. Thank you for that. And I love the colors, the blue. We feel this heaviness when we think we've made a mistake, when we think we've failed. And I think sometimes when we're changing course midstream, when we are in a situation where we're honest with ourselves and go, oh, I want to be flexible and adaptable. I'm ready to create a little bit of a change here, or I need something else for my day, or I need to take a nap. I need to take a nap or a bath, whatever it is, right? Take a walk, read a book, or just sit in silence, meditate, visualize, whatever. We feel like we've failed. And whether we know all of it or not, whether we can talk ourselves off of the ledge or not, whether we are great with positive mindset and self-compassion and all the things that I know I'm exceptionally good at, we still feel them and it feels heavy, and we can move through them quicker because we have the tools and the resources. And for a lot of folks, having the Brave Method, Instagram, I'm pointing to my book. We have the Brave Method to help us do that, right? But it still feels heavy for many, many, many of us. And I call bullshit on, I have a friend, Miha. I interviewed him on the Brave Files podcast. I included him in the book. He's called the Fail Coach, and he seeks failing. And even Miha admits that sometimes those failures still sting, even though we know there's a lesson. And so how fascinating that the universe would bring us this card today. Hi, Pam. How are you, friend? The universe would bring us this card today. There is a beautiful lesson in all experiences. Every failure is a chance to begin again. Just to remind us to be patient, to give ourselves grace, to be flexible and adaptable. If we're not practicing regular reassessment, goal setting, strategic planning, I do quarterly workshops called dreamscaping workshops. So they're strategic planning workshops for your life and or your business. You can use them in all the different ways. In fact, that is a bonus feature. You get access to those quarterly if you are a member of the Brave Circle. Curious, let's chat about it. Let's talk about it some more. If you're not doing those things regularly, then you don't always put in the work up front to be aware of what you want and the direction you want to go and why it's so important to get there. Oh, Chris, thank you. Heather, I really needed to hear this today. Thank you for saying that. I appreciate that. I'm always so honored that you join us every week for this live show. It really means a lot. Reach out if I can support you in any way. I think that we are all collectively feeling this. And I'd like to remind us all again that we are experiencing global collective trauma, right? In a really honest way. The last 2.5 years have been hard for everyone. And then we think we're getting out, and then we go back in. And I did read today, I think, that the pandemic is now officially in the endemic stage, which is fantastic. But also, as soon as that we're in our fight or flight, when we're in the middle of trauma, and we're going to get through, and we're going to be strong, and we're going to power it out. And then when things get a little bit better and stress alleviates itself a little bit, we can fall apart. And we have to honor that and love that and be patient with ourselves. So I am so grateful to be here with you all. Fail was the card. I can't even believe it was the card. I'm so grateful for all of you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for tuning in. It's my honor. You can be an achiever of unrealistic dreams. You already are. And you're strong, and you're resilient, and you're beautiful, and you are brave AF, my friend. So come back next week. Listen to the podcast. We'll drop a brand new episode tomorrow of the Brave Files podcast. And yesterday we dropped a brand new episode of Was It Chance? They're exceptional. If I can support you in any way, I am always here. You can reach out in my DMs. You can email me, heather@vickeryandco.com. Let's connect. I see you. I'm with you. I'll share my favorite mantra with you. You guys want to say this one? Let's take a deep breath together. Unclench our jaws, relax our shoulders. I am wealth. I am abundance. I am joy. I am wealth. I am abundance. I am joy. And so are you. This is Heather Vickery reminding you today and every single day to go out and choose bravely. I'll see you next week. Bye.